Hey, it's Derek. Welcome to the hill. So I've taken about a week off of digging down here because we got a lot of rain last week. I was planning on coming back down and digging today, but we got a rainstorm last night. I'm just going to go with it and dig anyway. Not a whole lot else I can do. If you look at the trail here, it is pretty muddy. If you see me walk down in these sections right here, I'm sinking pretty good. The excavator's not going to be super nimble today, which isn't that big of a deal because I'm pretty much going to stay planted right here and be digging down on the left side right there. Then bringing the dirt over here, I got to smooth this section out. It's pretty much super repetitive all day long. That's what I'm going to be doing until I get to the bottom. We are almost to the last steep section. The trail kind of wraps around the backside of the hill here. I got about 30 or 40 yards before I get to that last section. Before I get down there, I got to take out a couple trees. So I have two small trees right here that I got to get out, and then I have a larger tree right there. So today is going to be about getting through this section, getting these trees out of the trail. Got the chainsaw on the back of the razor. It's a Saturday. I got all day to do it. So I'm going to stay locked in, grind her out, get it done. Right now, I'm going to cut these 2 or 3 smaller trees out of the way so I can get to this big tree right here. And then we're going to push it downhill and we're going to have to process it. Should go pretty smooth. So I'm going to cut the ends off of these trees first and then cut the root balls off and then just lay everything over on the side. That's that. I got those 2 small trees cut out of the way and I'm getting ready to dig out behind this bigger tree and get it knocked over, and we'll process it up out of the trail. We're making pretty good time right now. I just got through about 10 or 15 yards of digging. If you look, I'm having to dig down about 6 foot right now to get this worked over, and I'm trying to get the overall level of this knocked down right here. Let's get in here and get this tree knocked over.
I forget I wasn't listening.
I think we might have to get the mill and mill some boards here. Should be able to get some nice boards out of this. I'm gonna get distracted here. These logs are pretty nice. I already have the Kubota sitting here, so it'd be a lot easier for me to set them up to mill here. So I think I'm gonna clear this little bit of dirt out of the way, get this root ball out of here, kind of finish up with this section for the day, with this part for the day. The next little section is gonna be me getting the mill, setting this thing up and getting myself some boards out of it, because it's pretty nice.
This road, it takes me home where skies are blue. I walk this road because I know it leads to you. No matter when, no matter what, I have a place to go.
I had to take about a week off from working down here. It just rained a whole lot. So this is the following Saturday. So I'm gonna do a shoot off of 2 chainsaws. I got a 362 CM with a 25-inch bar with a 3/8 RM chain. It's a brand new chain, factory sharpened. And then I have a 291 with a 20-inch bar with a RM chain. So full house chain. It's a 325 pitch, but I've hand sharpened it. I wanna see which saw is faster. I think I might be surprised at the results. The 362 has a little bit of a displacement edge and it's a Pro Series saw. So I'm looking forward to doing that, but I'm gonna get some stuff out of the way before I start on that. I'm gonna get this medium-sized log over here. It's 12 or 14 inches, and I think that would be a good comparison on these saws. They're just not the super large displacement saws, so we'll try something a little bit more fitting to ground clearing, just groundwork. I would consider both of these groundwork saws. Maybe the 362 a tree saw with a smaller bar on it, but mostly just groundwork saws. So we're going to start with the 291. It's a carbureted, old school carbureted saw with a choke, no prime and bulb. Like I said, 20-inch 325 chain, and it's full house, regular classic cutters, just circle profile. This one's hand sharpened. This is not a safety chain, it's a yellow link chain. So there's a higher chance of kickback on this than the green chain. So when this saw gets in the cut a little bit, it'll start vibrating. It just doesn't have the torque to pull all the way through it, so you have to keep the chain sharper on this saw. So that's a 20-inch bar. There's about 6 inches left over, so I'd say this is a 14-inch log, 362 CM M-tronic with a wrap handle. Once again, no prime and bulb on this. It has a 3-position lever, so run, start and spring loaded off, so it won't stay in the off position. You just flick it up and it spring rebounds back down. So this has a 25-inch bar, same chain, but the 3/8 inch. So I'm not putting pressure on the saws. I'm just letting them, I'm not even really dogging it in that much. And by dogging it in, I'm not putting those metal spikes in the tree and rotating forward. So. So that's the difference in those two saws. The 362 is definitely smoother in the cut, a lot less vibration, pulls through the cut. If you don't bury the saw, it does great. Just let it ride down through it by itself. You can dog it in, not dog it in. I didn't sharpen my chain after I got done milling last time. Nothing like not being responsible and creating work for yourself. We got the MS880. We got the log set up. Gonna finish setting up the rail here and cut some slabs off of this thing. This is an elm log. The grains in elm are not like a stack of straws. that are real straight. Elm kind of intertwines, and it's a little bit tougher wood to mill. It's not a real popular wood like walnut or hickory. It is a hardwood though. It dulls the chain pretty well. I just got done sharpening chain on the 880. Skip tooth square file. I filed the tooth about 10 degrees so it's not pulling huge chunks out of it, and that way it clears sawdust out of this mill when we're in the middle of the cut.
My heart with mercy. Just move my feet, move my hands oh so gently. For love we're still in need, with hunger and we'll bleed, but rising from the dust, we see now this is us. 'Cause you're someone I can trust, and you're someone to light the world for us. Rest my head in your arms so softly. Just let your breath breathe its sweetness around me. For love we're still in need, with hunger and we'll bleed, but rising from the dust, you see now this is us. 'Cause you're someone I can trust, and you're someone to light the world for us. 'Cause you're someone I can trust, and you're someone to light the world for
I got 4 good pieces milled today. 14 to 16 inches wide by about 1.75 inches. I'm going to be using this wood to make a kicker ramp next week, so it'll be our first mountain bike feature. There might be a couple locals here that come out and help me do this because they get to ride bikes at that point. In the next video, we're going to take this wood and build a kicker ramp and a tabletop, which will eventually turn into a gap for mountain biking. And it'll be the first mountain bike feature that I build on the hill. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a little bit too wet to dig still. So I will continue to work on the access road down to the bottom. I'm gonna have to get the excavator down to the bottom. I'm gonna have to get the Mini X down to the bottom next week to move the dirt for the kicker. one way or the other, there's going to be some more progress on that. Got to finish milling some more wood. This isn't quite enough to do everything that I want to do next week, but I need to go sharpen the chainsaw chain again. 4 cuts is all this thing wants, and this wet wood, probably less than 4 cuts would probably be better. So I got to sharpen the chain, and we'll come back down and mill some more wood. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a good week. See you next time.